Today on the A Game, we will discuss App State's nail-biting 20-13 win over Texas State on Saturday. That includes Clifton Duck's first interception of the season.
We'll also have a recap of App State men's soccer against Wake Forest and freshman Reed Honeycutt's first goal of his career in the team's win 1-0 over Longwood.
And later on, we are going to introduce a new segment where we ask fellow students questions on campus. You don't want to miss this season's first Mountaineer Spotlight, where we learn more about App State's dance team. That's all next on the A Game.
Your Appalachian State Mountaineers traveled to Texas State on Saturday for what was their first conference game and first conference win of the season, squeaking by with a 20-13 victory. It was a defensive battle for much of the game, and it started early with this sack by junior Anthony Flory. The black and gold would sack the Bobcats QB Damian Williams 5 times throughout the game, and Flory would finish with 2 sacks of his own. Clifton Duck got his first interception of the season in the second half when he jumped Williams' pass and returned it 41 yards to the Bobcats' 16-yard line. Duck finished with 4 tackles on the day, while senior Eric Boggs led the team with 11. Mike Juan Stout and Tay Hayes would combine to sack Williams again and lead a defense that gave up 125 rushing yards to Texas State. Speaking of rushing yards, App State ran for 116 yards of their own, but starting running back Jalen Moore only tallied 14 yards on the ground. Terrence Upshaw ran for 60 yards with a touchdown late in the game to put the Mountaineers up a score. Taylor Lamb's lone passing touchdown of the game went to Thomas Hennigan for a 7-yard reception and the freshman's first TD of his career. Head coach Scott Satterfield said after the game that even though his team did not play all that well, it was the fight in the second half that is what he expects from his team.
They matched our intensity tonight. I thought it was a very physical contest, but I told our guys, this is what Sun Belt football is going to be. It's going to be physical. You're going to have to play this way in order to win. And, for us to, on the 1-yard line, we fumbled it, give it to them, and, we told them they wasn't going to go 99 yards, but they went at 98, so it was very, very close. But you got to take these wins any way you can get them. And, so I'm so proud of our guys continuing to fight. And that last drive there, our defense was getting wore down, and, they just kept playing. And so I'm really proud of that, really proud of the fact that we got 1-0 in the conference. And, we move on to next week.
The Mountaineers return home for practice this week in preparation for Wake Forest this coming weekend. The Demon Deacons are 3-0 so far this season and are coming off a 46-10 victory over Utah State. The game is set to kick off at Kid Brewer Stadium this Saturday at 3:30 and will be aired on ESPN3.
A-Game team members Brittany Zavetsky and Jake Mazza went around campus to get some feedback from App State students on Mountaineer football and, well, some other things too. We are now pleased to present to you the first segment of the Q and A-Game.
To work on footwork, do you think offensive and defensive linemen should be required to take ballet classes?
I'd say yes.
For sure, definitely, 100%.
I definitely think it would help with their footwork for sure.
Absolutely. I've heard it's pretty much the best thing you can do to prepare for football.
It improves your balance and your overall strength and your fancy footwork.
Fancy footwork. You hear that, boys? You need to work on it. Do you think that it should be required that they wear the ensemble?
I think it should be recommended.
Sure. Why not? I think it's sexy.
All right. Taylor Lamb, quarterback for the Appalachian State Mountaineers. Black and gold pride right here, baby. 6 touchdowns away from breaking Armani Edwards' throwing record for most touchdowns here at App State. What do you think about that?
That's awesome. That's crazy.
I kind of hope, something tragic happens to him so he can't break the record. I'd feel pretty bad about that. Just kidding.
I was about to say, better watch out, Taylor Lamb.
It makes me proud to be in a generation of App State where we actually have a good quarterback.
There's no nostalgic feeling where you kind of hope he doesn't break it?
Not really. That'd be exciting to see it if he does it here.
You going to go to the game?
Yes, 100%.
All right. You going to tailgate before the game?
Yes.
So you're not going to remember if he does it or not?
No, I'll remember.
Okay, good.
So now I heard you sat next to Taylor Lamb in the training room. What did you think of him?
He was quiet. I don't know. He had his headphones on. He was pretty cute. But I was trying not to make eye contact because I felt like that was weird. And, like, obviously I wasn't close. And, like, I was like, oh, my gosh, that's the quarterback. But other than that, I don't know.
Say Taylor Lamb was at a restaurant, right? And you saw him from afar. And he was eating lamb chops. Would that make him a cannibal?
It's debatable. Depends on who you ask.
Well, not Hannibal Lecter, because he's going to be like, his last name isn't human, so...
I say yeah.
Possibly.
Possibly?
Because isn't that like his last name or something?
Oh, yeah, for sure. That sounds like cannibalism, like 100%.
A lamb going ham on a lamb.
Going ham on a lamb, yeah.
Well, it depends on how he feels about it.
Interesting response. Surprisingly, no one has said no yet.
No.
We got our first no!
No. The second no. Impressive. Everyone else has said yes. What do you say?
I'd say no. I mean, he's obviously a human, so that'd be the logical thing.
Good.
So I guess it is a consensus that Taylor Lamb is indeed not a cannibal and stay on the lookout for the linemen in ballet classes. Maybe next time you could be on the Q&A game.
App State's men's soccer team took on nationally ranked Wake Forest last Tuesday and fell 3-0. Jamie Patel was on site at the game and has a recap for us from Winston-Salem.
The Mountaineers came here to Spry Stadium looking to upset the nationally ranked Demon Deacons. The match ended in a 3-0 win for Wake Forest thanks to a brace from Ema Tuamasi and a late goal from Bruno Lapper. All three goals were scored in the second half for Wake Forest. But the Mountaineers have everything to be proud of here. They performed really well against the nationally ranked side and defended for many parts of the match with stalwart defence. They kept out the Demon Deacons for long periods of time and went into half-time at 0-0. Jake Chastain was immense in goal for the Mountaineers, making numerous saves throughout the match. The Mountaineers will look to return to winning ways on Saturday at Ted Mackerel Soccer Complex. A home win is very important to their season. For AppTV, the A Game, I'm Jamie Patel.
Coming up after the break, we've got highlights from Reed Honeycutt's first goal as a Mountaineer from the Apps win against Longwood. Stay right here on the A Game.
Todd's a great guy. I mean, look at him. What a sweetheart. Attaboy. Wait, Todd, what are you doing? How totally selfish and un-Todd-like of you. Come on, Todd. Come on, man.
Welcome back to the A Game. The men's soccer team squared off against Longwood at home on Saturday evening, and Ashley Smith was there and has the story from Ted Mackerel Stadium.
App State took the lead early on when Reed Honeycutt was found by Juan Hernandez in the 17th minute of the first half. Honeycutt tucked the ball beneath the Longwood keeper and into the back of the net. This was Honeycutt's first career goal for App State. Longwood nearly evened the score late in the second half when O'Donovan's shot struck the frame of the goal. However, App State keeper Jake Chastain had 2 saves, leading to his first shutout game of the season. The Mountaineers have now improved to 3 wins on the season and will be aiming to keep that form going as they travel to Greensboro to face a tough match against UNCG. The men's soccer team faced Longwood here at Ted Mackerel Soccer Complex tonight with a win 1-0 in Jake Chastain's first career shutout. Freshman Reed Honeycutt scored his first career goal with an assist by freshman Juan Hernandez. Head coach Jason O'Keefe said that despite last week's record, the team improved this week, and they are looking forward to playing UNCG next Saturday.
Just doing the little things, pressing back, covering for one another. That's how you get shutouts. And this group their learning curve is high. We worked on a lot of things. It was a good week last week, and not in the record-wise or results, but in what we learned. So we got back to work this week, and the guys' focus and attention to detail was great. The effort was tremendous, and that's what you get. You get rewarded on the weekend.
So Coach talks about all the time, shutout mentality, refuse to lose. We don't want to concede at home ever, and we stuck together, played as a unit, communicated well, and it was deserved by the whole back line. As a team, we played well tonight. So.
The freshman combo of Honeycutt and Hernandez helped move the team forward into their next home game against High Point on September 30th. With AppTV in the A game, I'm Ashley Smith.
The soccer team's next match will be against UNCG this Saturday at the UNCG Soccer Stadium in Greensboro, as the team tries to improve on their 3-3-1 record so far.
The volleyball team traveled to College of Charleston this past weekend for the Charleston Invitational. App played College of Charleston Friday night, dropping their first match 3-0. The Cougars had a strong lead throughout the match with scores of 25-12 and 25-9 in the first two sets. The Mountaineers had a lead in the beginning of the third set, but College of Charleston made a run and finished with a 25-12 win. On Saturday, App faced Buffalo and Mercer, split into two matches. The first match ended in a 5-set loss. Lexi Kohut and Melissa McMath both finished with double-digit kills each. The final game of the Invitational resulted in a win for the Mountaineers. After dropping the first set to Mercer, App won the next three and had 4 players end with double-digit kills. The Mountaineers will start their Sun Belt play this Friday at Arkansas State.
Coming up next, we'll take a look into the lives of App State dance team for a special segment of Mountaineer Spotlight right here on the A Game.
This new mom is struggling to get the skates just right. Now she's holding on for dear life.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of siblings in foster care will take you just as you are.
We're back on the A Game. It's time for Mountaineer Spotlight, and for this week's episode, we're taking an in-depth look at your Appalachian State dance team. Take a look.
Today on Mountaineer Spotlight, we're going to take a look at some unsung heroes of the Mountaineer sports teams. They're not players. They're the ones that you usually see behind the players, patiently waiting their turn to take the floor to entertain the crowd during intermissions and timeouts. The Mountaineer Dance Team.
So my name is McKaylee Smith, and I am a junior going into my senior year, and I am a double major in business management and dance studies. So what it means to me to represent Appalachian State is getting to be the face of the student body. We come together as a community, and I like to try to get everyone really involved and excited and have a lot of school pride. So being able to help facilitate excitement on game days and everybody getting really pumped and really into the games and just having a lot of school spirit. That's the best part.
As dedicated as the dance team is, what you see as an audience member is just a tiny peek at what the dancers' rigorous schedule is like between games, dance, school, and a personal life. They have a pretty full schedule.
I'm Megan Ridenauer. I'm a senior on this team, and I'm a marketing major. A week in my life usually consists of 2 days of practice for dance team, 2 workouts, and then depending on if it's football season, basketball season, wrestling, we have 1 to 3 games that we'll be attending. And at the same time, we have our class schedules that we have. I have work, and you have to make time for all of that in 1 week.
In their twice weekly workouts, they go through cardio training, weightlifting training, and calisthenics. Everything that any other athlete would do. and they work just as hard at it.
The dance team has 6 a.m. workouts twice a week usually, and they're super important for us because whenever you think about being sharp for our palm dances on the sidelines, arm workouts are super important for that, to build your arm muscle up, and leg workouts are also very important just to have strong legs when you dance, because dance involves pretty much every muscle in your body. We do a lot of core workouts because your core is super important for dance.
Representing App State means being like the middleman between the athletes and the crowd. Since they can't actively engage with each other, it's our job as dance team to be there and to get everyone excited for game day and ready to be at all athletic events that the school has.
My name is Morgan Barnett. I'm a communication studies major, and I'm a senior on the team. Being able to represent Appalachian State has been such a privilege, and it's something that I don't take lightly, and I've never taken lightly. I know that there's so many people that would love to be in my shoes and would love the opportunity to represent the school, so it's something that I'm so grateful for that I've had the opportunity to do for 4 years.
If there's one thing these girls have in common, it's their dedication to dance. And they show it with the 6 a.m. workouts, the endless hours of rehearsing, there's schoolwork, constant studying, and a lot of them work jobs. But what makes the dancing worth it? It's the audience to them. They love the cheers of the crowd and getting the crowd enthused about each game. They do it because they're dedicated to what they do. Entertaining the crowds and dancing, because dancing is what they love to do.
If there's anyone that's on the fence about trying out for the dance team, I'd definitely say give it a shot. I personally believe that if you even slightly want to do something, you should just give your all into it and try. And so with that being said, come to tryouts and at least get a taste for what it's like, because being on the dance team is really a privilege, and it's a great group of girls that you get to bond with and grow with over the years.
This has been Bill Butland for Mountaineer Spotlight.
Thanks once again for watching the A-Game this week. Don't forget to follow us on Twitter at the A-Game Sports.
This show is posted on Facebook each week on Tuesday, so you can never miss another chance to watch the latest episodes of the A-Game.
See you next week, same time, same place, right here on the A-Game.